Way through the year, and while COVID-19 restrictions have loosened, many of you are wondering about the economy. Marianne Wanamaker, a professor of economics at the University of Tennessee, joins me now in the studio. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it. So from a broad standpoint, give us an idea of how the economy looks right now.
In some ways, it looks really well. So if you think about GDP, the amount of goods and services the economy produces, it looks great. Tax revenues look great. The one part that is weaker and that your listeners might care the most about would be the labor market. It's only about 1/3 recovered. We're still about 6.5 million jobs short of where we were in February 2020.
Okay, good to know. And then that brings us to this next question. Federal unemployment just actually ran out for Tennesseans. We've been talking a lot about this. That means $300 of weekly benefits will no longer go to Tennesseans filing those jobless claims. So what impact do you see that having going forward?
Yeah, so about 2/3 of Tennesseans were fully on federal relief in unemployment. So that means their benefits have actually gone to zero. 1/3 of Tennesseans who were in unemployment insurance have had their $300 supplement reduced. So it's a really big impact. And there are sort of offsetting ways of thinking about it. Okay, so you want people to go to work, and there's plenty of evidence that suggests that unemployment insurance, generous unemployment insurance benefits, they do keep people out of the labor market. At the same time, those benefits are providing spending money, and that spending money is the thing that is keeping businesses going right now. And so it's a delicate balance. You want to be sort of satisfying both of those things.
A little bit of a double-edged sword, it sounds like.
It is.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, gas prices, food prices, all of this has gone up during the pandemic. Inflation, is that something we need to worry about right now?
Well, sort of.
Okay.
As I talk to people, they seem to be very concerned that we're going to return to the 1970s.
Right.
I'm not worried about that. What I'm worried about, and what I think other economists are concerned about, is that to ensure that we don't do that, the Federal Reserve is going to respond aggressively if they think inflation is getting out of control, and they're going to raise interest rates. And that's an intentional way of slowing down the economy, and it will make it harder to get those 6.5 million jobs back.
Okay, and those inflation rates they're so low right now.
That's right.
I mean, this is all so low right now. We're talking about homes prices have gone up, but your interest rates are so low right now. So
that's right.
Something to watch there. Okay, and some people started taking money from their 401k accounts. We've heard this from many of our viewers just because they were so desperate during the pandemic. What is your advice to those people who did have to dip into savings, 401k? Can they make up for that going forward?
Yeah, it's a great question. I mean, one thing to remember is that what's left in that 401k account is growing at a really rapid clip, right? So to the extent that you can keep your money in riskier assets, and by that I mean things like the equity market, stock market, those things have recently had really high returns. No guarantee they will in the future, but for now that has been a really good place to put your money. So yes, you had to take some out, but you've been offsetting it by really good returns.
You're looking at the bright side there with that.
I'm trying.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. And I'm sure, of course, keep putting more money in when you can.
That's right.
Simple
Always.
enough. All righty. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you breaking that down for us. Bo?